Hi everybody, it's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and I think you might be able to forgive me for thinking I'm still at the D-Day celebrations, but I actually just wanted to come on and do a live stream in the same vein as the celebrations yesterday, because I wanted to do a huge shout out for the people who organised the event yesterday. Sorry, let's oops. Got my scarf. Oh, excuse me. Apologies for that. So, yes, what an amazing day. Down at the wreck in the Victoria wreck in Newport, here on the Isle of Wight. And the Isle of Wight's a small little island off the south coast of the UK, for those of you who don't know it. Amazing things happen. A lot of amazing things happen. I am actually very proud of a lot of things that that happen here on the Isle of Wight. I'm also proud of how we as a nation celebrate things like D-Day celebrations and Platinum Jubilees and all those. I've always been very proud of all those things, but I am extremely proud of what the team from the Newport and Carisbrooke Community Council did yesterday. They were absolutely amazing. I help, I volunteer to do crafting on a Friday morning at the warm hub space that is booked in the community, in the Newport community and Newport Carisbrooke Community Council building, and that's a bit of a mouthful. I help at Isle Access with the Warm Hub on a Friday morning, and have done since last September, which is a space to encourage people with disabilities, people who it's about inclusion for everybody. It's a wonderful warm space that Jan Brooks, the CEO of Isle Access, created back last year. And when she asked me if I could give her some top tips for doing crafting at the Warm Hub, I said, why don't I just come along and help? And I'm so glad I did. I've had a wonderful time every week going. Jan picks me up, takes me there. Most weeks, we haven't missed many weeks, one or two, but mostly we're there. People can come, have hot drinks, tea, coffee, all free. And then there's different activities on available, and some of it is crafting. And I've sort of started leading the crafting, but we've got some great people now who come and who are probably better crafters than me, and we have such fun. New friendships have been formed, but also we've formed a friendship with Josh and Lucy and Vicky, who lead the team that run the Newport and Carisbrooke Council Community Council. And I know Martin Oliver is well involved there. I forgot, Councillor Martin Oliver, I've forgotten what his title is, what his role is there. I know, would I say dogs, but I don't know. Encouragement and all sorts. I had a wonderful conversation with him yesterday, and I'm very encouraged to hear that there are plans going forward. I had a good conversation with him. I had a good conversation with Josh, who works in the again, I can't remember their titles, what their job titles are, because I'm a granny of 73 and I don't always remember these things. But I was very encouraged with those conversations I had yesterday about what is going to be happening going forward. It just seems to be, just some amazing plans in the making. But let's go to yesterday. So yesterday, Isle Access, we were invited to have an exhibition stand, a gazebo on the field promoting Isle Access, and Jan asked if we would, I and Sam and those of us that were going to be there did some craft activities that the children could come and do while they were there on the field. So, having this wonderful opportunity given to us by the Newport and Carisbrooke Community Council team just was amazing, because it expands the reach of what Jan is trying to do with Isle Access. And this is some of the handiwork that's gone on. Hello, Sam. So I made these to put on the event. I had tremendous fun doing these, and these will be they will end up being sold or used for other charities or whatever. So I just love doing that. The poppy is a recycled wreath done before. Sam was brilliant. She helped me it was very tatty, so we took it apart and gave it a new lease of life, and it was up on the display yesterday, as were some of the other things. I like to do my bit, you know, and get the old the old Union Jack items out. But this conversation is really just to say a massive thank you for the team who hello Greta as well, hello Sam. So this really is just to say an immense, huge thank you to the team there at the visit at Newport and Carisbrooke Community Council. I don't think anybody can even begin to know how much work went on to put that event on yesterday, but it seemed to go without a hitch. If there was a hitch, it was certainly not noticeable yesterday. The team were there from the beginning right through to the end. At the end, I saw Lucy and Vicky even removing the bins. You know, they moved the bin. There was so much work went on, and I hope that the people who came have just a little bit of understanding as to how much work went into that. And if anybody's watching who went yesterday, do please put comments in underneath here, because I'm immensely proud of what people do here on the Isle of Wight, especially when it's something like that, a free family event. There were so many things. There was a parade that came up from Newport up the road. I wasn't able to live stream that because I was inside the ground, but Paddy McHugh and I think Vicky did live streams of that. So seeing the parade, it came up. We had the Isle of Wight, Isle of Wight bag, the Highland pipes and drums, the Highland pipes and drums that belong to the Isle of Wight. I get very tongue-tied and I apologise. They were marvellous. They led the parade. Didn't we have the Medina marching band? I'm trying to go from memory, and I am very tired from yesterday. So please, I apologise if I get it wrong. We had the Medina marching band. We had the Vectis Corps of Drums, I believe, and then we had all sorts of wonderful vehicles. Now, I'm not going to try and work out what the names of the groups of the vehicles were, but we had lovely vehicles. We had uniformed people. We had the dignitaries were there, and I really know that I'm going to leave people out. So if I've left anybody out, please put in the comments. Please do put underneath in the comments afterwards if you're watching it later, and let me know who I've missed. But there were people with tractors. Sam was there with his tractor. It's wonderful. I met him for the first time. That was amazing, and really nice to meet people who actually I've only ever met via my live stream before. So that was really nice. And the day was activities all day long. There were activities going on where the children were being taught, how to stand to attention and do all sorts of things that the uniformed organisations would do. I only saw it briefly, so I actually didn't stand there a long time watching that. Because I was keen to get back over for the crafting on our table. But there were so many different organisations there. And, there's a lot of work goes into that, a huge amount of I've organised small events and I know how much the small events were. But this was a big event, and the recreation grounds in Newport, absolutely the ideal place. They have a wonderful huge field. Then they've got the other side of the pavilion and the swings and the play park is another huge field where they were able to get people to park. So ideal place. And I know that there's going to be a lot more going on there. I had some wonderful conversations, and there were lots of people that I saw, lots of people I knew, lots of people I didn't know, but now I do know them. And it's just amazing. And I didn't get all the way around the field. It's such a big field, and of course my mobility is not the best, and I was quite tired. So I didn't get all the way around the field. I did video all the way around the field from a distance to try and involve, get everybody involved onto the video. There was a stage, and I was able to take it at long distance on my camera. But if I find any other videos that show what was going on, I will share them. I think it's very important here on the island that we encourage a culture of sharing is caring. You will often see when I share my stuff, I run my Go Live Granny page. I also run the Isle of Wight live page, and you will see me sharing lots and lots of good things about the island, and you will hear me saying and see me writing, sharing is caring. We only have to hit the share button. When you see something nice that's going on the island, just hit the share button and share it out, and let's tell the world. Let's be a megaphone to the world about how wonderful our Isle of Wight is. And there are so many events that go on here, and we need to amplify that and let people know, because that will improve our tourism. I mean, yes, it's wonderful for our residents, and that was fantastic. I mean, there were a lot of residents there yesterday, which was brilliant, but there were also people on holiday there who came across this wonderful event and had a wonderful time. I talked to some of the visitors, and they were thrilled to find something like that yesterday. So I just think that we really do need to shout from the rooftops about how good the things going on the island. There's just so I can't believe it. We had a lot of stuff before COVID. Then we had that terrible time in between where all the events were not happening. I used to live stream all the events before. That's how I became the Go Live Granny, because it wasn't being shouted about. What was going on the island was not being shouted about, even by the people who were supposed to market the island. The ones who are paid to market the island. And I just think we need to get it out there. We need to shout. And so I started that. But now I'm so thrilled that there's so many people also promoting the island. And so that gives me, at age 73, it means I can rest back a bit, and not have to do so much. Sort of what I do now is stay home some of the time because I get so tired, and share other people's content. So there's lots of people out there doing lots of lovely things about the island. Some of them are residents, and some of them are visitors who've been to the island. And just, if you see it and you like it, share it, because that's how tourism will increase for the island and keep all our island businesses going. I know there's some people on the island who don't want anybody to come to our beautiful island because they want it all for themselves. I get that, because it's so beautiful, but also I get the fact that if we don't support our businesses and what goes on our island, then the businesses won't survive, and we need the tourists to come. So, just please, if any of you can, please share any of these things you see. Do go and look on my Visit Isle of Wight page. I try to share everything I find. So if you're running events on the island, or you're running a business or that, make contact with me, and let's just I don't charge for any of this. This is about community. This event was run by the Newport and Carisbrooke Community Council. The word community, it's so important, and that was one of the best community events I've seen in a long time. And it is about community, working together as a community, and that's really what we need to do, work together. It's not, this is my bit and this is my bit, and all those people who think that if I promote somebody else's business, then they'll get all the business and I won't get any. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. If you collaborate and work together, things improve. And so this is a drum I'm going to be banging a long time. It's about telling the world how great the island is, and how working as a community will only benefit us. I've had some trolls and some negativity and some not very nice people in the past, but you know what? either block them or just ignore them, and try and work as a community, because that's the message. That's a very strong message to get out there, that if we work as a community, amazing things happen. And that was an amazing thing that happened yesterday. It really was. I'm absolutely exhausted today. Prior to COVID, I used to go out and I used to try and live stream everything I could find to show off the beautiful island. And then we had COVID, and of course I couldn't do it. And then a year ago, I nearly died of pneumonia. So I have to take a little step back now. I mean, I'm 73. I think I'm entitled to take that little step back. But please share your stuff, and I'll share it on from the comfort of my armchair or my sofa, helped by helped by my little characters over here. That's what I do when I'm relaxing, that, or my craft stuff. But I'm just gonna end the video, because I think I've got the message across. An amazing event, an incredibly amazing event yesterday. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Newport and Carisbrooke Community Council team come up with next. I know there's things in the melting pot, things that are going to happen that they're planning, and we just need to encourage that. And we need, prior to the event, we need to let people know. If we know that things are happening, again, hit the share button. I was a bit unhappy, or a bit sad, when I heard that some of the media did not help to promote that event yesterday, even though the team had let them know. There was one of the media teams that did it, because I did see it last night after the event. I noticed that they had promoted it, but others of them didn't, and I'm not sure whether this is, to me, if it's a community event, then why not, if you're in the media section, promote it, because it's all part of the community stuff. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up now. My tea is already cooked and I'm hungry and I'm tired. I'm going to have a very early night. It's about 6:20 now. I'm really tired from yesterday, but elated with such a brilliant event. I fell asleep soon after I got home last night, and I went straight off to sleep for 4 hours before I surfaced a bit, before I went back to bed. And tomorrow I'm doing some crafting for the Embracing Age charity. I do that once a month to help make some craft items for the people. So Embracing Age supports people in care homes who don't have family, so they wouldn't have presents, they wouldn't have cards, and the Embracing Age charity has been set up. It does a marvellous job of supporting those people. And because I'm a crafter, and because it became known that I would go out and help groups with crafting if I could, I was asked if I'd do it once a month for them, and I absolutely thoroughly love doing it. I mean, crafting is one of my hobbies, and if I can use my talent to help the charities, then that's what I'm going to do. It's all part of community, isn't it? So very much a community person myself, and I just want to encourage everybody to sort of embrace that and get involved with community. It's fantastic for your mental health, getting involved with these things, and it's just you make friends, and it's just such a nice warm fuzzy glow too, that's what I get when I know that I've done something that has helped somebody. And equally, I get a huge amount back from the community. It's just nice to make all those lovely friends. So anyway, my tea is calling me. Hello. So I'm going to go now. Thanks everybody so much. And if you enjoyed yesterday, or even if you didn't know about yesterday, go watch the videos. I put something on TikTok just now. I've put something up on Instagram. I've gone for it big time. I haven't done Twitter yet. I must put something on Twitter. Sharing is caring. Don't forget, that's the message. And come and visit the Isle of Wight if you haven't ever been here. Great place for all sorts of different things. But I think really I need to stop the broadcast now and go and have my tea. Bye, everybody. Thank you.